So, frequently asked questions. Anyone who's ever worked in customer service knows how annoying it is to answer the same question over and over again. So think about it from your customer's perspective. How annoying is it when you're looking for a piece of information that you think should be freely available and you just can't find it? If you don't already have an FAQ page on your website, we strongly recommend that you add one. Not only will it save you and your customers time, it is great for your website's SEO. Search engines like Google and Bing, they love FAQ pages because they clearly present information and they answer questions that are written in the way that many search queries are written. So it's a great way to get your website seen by more people. So when you're deciding what questions to include in your FAQ page, obviously you want to start with the questions that you are asked most often by your customers. So speak to your staff, have a look at your live chat if you have one installed on your website, have a look at the messages that you receive through social media, the questions on your Google listing. You should have a pretty good sense of what questions are coming in, but if not, then they're the places to start. Next, you might think about what kind of questions you can answer that will help build the confidence that your customers have in your business and your product. So any barriers to purchase that you can think of, maybe someone is hesitant about your manufacturing procedure, the ethics of your business, a cancellation or a returns policy. Questions like this that can kind of put your customers' mind at ease are a great thing to include in your FAQ page. You might also like to have a look at your competitors, do some Googling and have a look at other businesses in your market at around your level, or larger ones, smaller ones, anything that anyone that's selling a similar product to you or offering a similar service, have a look for their FAQ page and have a click around their website to see what information and what questions they're answering. So something that makes a big difference to how good your FAQ page is the way that you write your questions and answers. So you want to make sure that you're not using too much jargon and that you're using the kind of language that you would use normally in conversation with your customers. You also want to write your questions in I format, so in first person from the perspective of your customers. So for example, you might write, "Can I buy a gift card?" And then the business's response, your answer, should be from the business's perspective. So as though you're in a conversation, yes, you can buy a gift card. Here is the link to our gift cards available. Other things that make a really good FAQ page is the structure of your page. So you might want to separate, if you have a lot of questions, you might want to separate them into sections, into different themes. So there might be a section about shipping and returns. There might be a section about how to find your store, something about the ethics of your business. Only if you've got a lot of questions, it's good to do that. Now you want to make sure that your FAQ page is really easy to find, so don't give it a title that's going to confuse your customers. You want to call it something really straightforward like a frequently asked questions or FAQ. Just keep it nice and simple. Don't go confusing them by saying this is good to know or handy information. No confusing page titles like that. Keep it nice and simple. You also want to give your FAQ page its own piece of real estate on your website. So you don't want to have it tucked away underneath your About section or under your Contact Us page. Give it its own separate page that will be indexed on Google on its own, and make sure that it's available in your main menu and ideally in your footer as well. In the end, your FAQ page should be there to make life easier for you and for your customers. So I hope that there is something in this video and in our blog that has helped you create a really handy FAQ page for your website. There are a couple of examples linked within the blog post, so have a look at that if you're looking for some inspiration, and we will see you again for our next tip.